Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called Alligator Hunt, and this was created by Gaelco, a Spanish video game company, in 1994. This was suggested by YouTube user Kuhad, who is formerly known as Commander Kuhad. But this is kind of a fun little take on the old classic game Cabal, in which you control this character running around at the bottom of the screen, and when you hold down the fire button, they will stop and you can move crosshairs around and shoot rapid fire into the crosshairs wherever you move them. And this game is like that. But the basic plot is that alien alligators are taking over the earth. It's kind of funny. You have two skateboarding kids. One is one player and two is the second player, and you can play two players simultaneous play. But there will be alien spaceships swooping down. They'll try to fire at you. You have a roll button and you can roll through the enemy shots. But it's kind of a cool little game. Like I said, it's like Cabal. If you've played that one, if you haven't, well, it's kind of the forerunner of this type of game as far as I can tell. But yeah, you can press a dodge button and you'll dodge through enemy projectiles and you won't be hurt. If you land on your feet through the roll and there's the projectile right there, then yeah, you'll get hurt by it. But I don't believe I've ever seen any of the Gaelco games in US arcades before. We'll go ahead and get started. But you begin by going up to the hangar, and you'll start out as the skateboarding kid. You have a secondary attack in which you can fire missiles, and you collect the missiles by shooting these little frog guys that'll appear, and they will drop these icons that say M. You pick up the M's and that will add to your missile supply, and the missiles are stronger than your regular shots. But you can shoot pretty much any enemy projectile out of the air. With your own shots, you'll cancel them out. So that's something to remember. And there are the little frog guys that will release the M icons when you shoot them, and they have these little boink boink sounds. Kind of funny. But later on, you'll have the ability to score some decent points. Right now, it doesn't look like you score a lot. And look at the high score. It's 1,700,000. There is a way later on that I will show you how to get some decent points. But this game's kind of fun. I think it's alright. It's probably one of Gaelco's best games, if not their best. I've done, I think, a few reviews of Gaelco games, and that's the end of that little section. And they'll give you a critique on how efficient you were with your shooting and how many aliens you destroyed. And here you can blow up the heads of these walking giant robots. But I'm trying to remember the other Gaelco games I reviewed. I did like Biomechanical Toy and Big Karnak. I think that was it for my Gaelco game reviews. I am almost to my 1,000th video, and I will be busy with a little celebratory special thing I'm going to do. So I won't be taking any more requests for some time, because not only do I have that special thing I'm going to do with like 20 straight videos after my 1,000th, I am going to re-upload a bunch of older games. Now, if the sound is different from my earlier videos, I'm sorry, I had to buy a new a new microphone. Actually, I bought a headset. This is the first time I've ever used it, so I don't know what it's gonna sound like. But now you get aboard your ship and you have to take off from the launch pad or whatever, the runway. And the game will tell you keep right, but you will run into the median that way. You have to hit the button repeatedly and you'll move faster. But you'll want to keep left, not right. See, it says keep right, and I keep bashing into the median. They mean keep left. Eventually you will have to push down on the joystick and you will lift off. There we go. And from this point on, you are not going to be on your skateboard anymore. You are going to be in your spaceship, which I think is kind of dumb. I think they should go back and forth. But you can roll with your spaceship just as you could with your skateboarder, which is nice. And you use your crosshairs the same way. Well, something I didn't mention to this point yet. Happy Easter, everybody! Don't know if you got plans with your kids for an egg hunt or whatever. I already did my Easter stuff yesterday. I just wanted to spend today trying to get a new microphone because the last one conked out and the toads are back and you can collect more missiles. Yeah, my last one conked out, so I'm trying the headset now, and we'll see how that works. You will eventually face a boss here and there, and here's a boss. Now, notice that when I shoot certain things, a point value will emerge. Ah, crap, I died. But when that... You only have one life. You don't get extra lives. You have to spend a continue, or spend a credit to continue. But you will keep your score, fortunately. When a point value descends from something you shot, you can shoot that point value repeatedly, and you'll increase its value. That is a way to get some decent points in this game. The bottom high score is 800,000. Ah, crap, I got hurt. Yeah, you can only take 2 hits before you die, and then you have to spend a continue. There, I killed him. But yeah, you can increase the value of the point value that's falling. And you can increase it up to 25,000. What? Some stupid English in this game.
Then crash their military base. And you come back.
Well, at least they don't say all your base are belong to us.
Okay, honey, I'm done with lunch then.
But we'll look at the player 2 character later on in the game. Yeah, you can get point values out of these asteroids in this asteroid field. You can't shoot anything that's directly next to you. You have to shoot it while it's in the air. But you can shoot those, even those little tiny bullets that the enemies are shooting at you. And there I'm using my missiles. You have a finite supply of missiles, and I believe I am out now. So on the bottom left, you will see the missile counter. And there, I'm going to get some more missiles. Ah, crap. If you refuse to continue, your guy will just float through space and eventually die, I assume, from lack of oxygen. But that is the way to get points in this game. Shoot those point values as they descend repeatedly, and you can increase them at up to 25,000 points. Because because otherwise you don't really score a ton of points. There's more asteroids. Sometimes you'll have what looks like a mini boss, and there'll be all these hatches or something that you can shoot. Ouch. And if you shoot them all, sometimes the mini boss is still there. And you're like, I don't know how to kill him, and then he'll eventually just blow up on his own, which is stupid. But I have super missiles now. On rare occasions in the game, an enemy might drop a super missile icon, and you collect it, and your missiles are much stronger for a short while. But yeah, I've never seen any of the Gaelco games in the arcades. And certainly not this one, nor any of the other ones that I've done reviews for. I don't know that any of them really saw a legitimate US release. Maybe they were just released in Europe. Don't know. You are going better. What? More asteroids for more point values to increase. There's 20,000 points. But yeah, you need to get at least 80,000 or 800,000 to be on the high score list. I'm barely halfway there. Jeez. But again, fortunately, you keep your score from life to life. You know, when you continue. Don't forget that you have the roll, and try to use it at just the right time to roll right through the enemy's projectiles. And crap. I will spend another another credit to continue here. But, I definitely never heard of this one. It's kind of cool. Yeah, you can shoot those big green lasers from the enemies. I don't know that there's any projectile that you can't shoot. The game is very forgiving, hit detection-wise, when you roll through an enemy projectile. Or at least that's what it seems to me. But yeah, once again, I will not be doing requests for a while. Somebody has already put in a request that I will honor for the next game for my 1000th flashback video. But after that, I will be doing a special series, 20 games straight, 20 videos straight, and then I will just be doing a bunch of re-uploads. This rock music loops, and you can really tell where the music restarts from. But the game is generally pretty cool. You are going better. I think I declined to continue right when I hit that 800,000 point mark, or shortly thereafter. Here's some sort of space battle platform. You have to take out various hatches, and even sometimes when you take out all the hatches, the thing doesn't seem to blow up, and then eventually it just kind of blows up on its own, which is kind of stupid. But there will be little cut scenes in between the levels where you'll see the gal like briefing your kid on his next mission, and there will be an exchange of bad English. I like the little boink sound that's made when you shoot the frog things to get the missile icons. But you'll see how many you have left in the bottom left of the screen. You are going better. There's a little pause before the music track 3 loops. Boink. Yeah, I kind of like this game. I liked Cabal when it came out. It was kind of cool, but this is, I mean, this is much better done. I mean, this was created 6 years later. But I like this one too, kind of. Whoa. Yeah, I probably should have gotten killed, but the game let it slide. Definitely make a heavy use of the roll in this game. This is Alligator Hunt. And yeah, I will be doing 20 straight videos of flashback episodes after my next video. And then after that, I will do a bunch of re-uploads. But yeah, I'm working with a new microphone headset. So sorry if it sounds weird. Just kind of experimenting with it. Keep rolling through those enemy projectiles. Boy, I was not ready for that one. Yeah, I declined to continue here just so I could put my initials on the high score list. Let him die. Game over. Then I put in my initials. You can put in, I think, 6 initials, but I just went with Russ. Called it good. Yeah, happy Easter, everybody. Whatever you plan on doing with your kids, with an egg hunt or coloring eggs, hope you enjoy it. I'm just going to have Easter dinner with my mom. More asteroids to get point values out of. And now here's a boss where you have to destroy all the hatches. We're just going to zip forward to later parts of the game. We're not going to do a playthrough here. So we'll just zip forward. Then this fat alien thing emerges from the wreckage. You have to destroy it. But yeah, use your missiles like crazy on the boss. Spare no ammo to bring that son of a bitch down quicker. At some point I put on invincibility, and I think it was here. I put on invincibility, and I think I also put on infinite missiles.
Now let's break down their devil planet.
Here are your new targets.
Yeah, if I have to use a save state or tell you, if I have to use cheats, I'll try to tell you. I don't want to just play through and have it noticeable where I put in a save state or what? Or a cheat. I want you to know if I cheated or had to use a save state. I don't think it's, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'd prefer not to just like cheat throughout a whole game. Yeah, we're just going to look at the remaining stages. If you are trying to play this game and you use the main ROM set that is encrypted, you might not have luck. You might be missing ROM files, because that's what happened to me. And then I tried the unprotected or unencrypted ROM set, and then it worked. So you might have to do that with this game. Again, happy Easter, everybody. I did all my Easter stuff yesterday. Went over to my folks' house and had ham and some other stuff, mac and cheese. And my brother's kids were there. And they did the egg hunt thing. You know, all the eggs had to be in plain sight so they could find them. When we were kids, maybe a little older than them, we liked our egg hunts to be a lot more. The eggs to be a lot harder to find. We enjoyed the challenge of looking in all the hidden places. And I used to love making my own designs on the eggs. I wouldn't use dyes or anything, but I'd like draw on them with colored pencils. I'd make some cool anime characters on them or something. How gross, that alien blew up in a bloody mess. The alien that was inside there. Move over to this part. We're kind of near the end, I believe. There's like a series of fortresses, I think, or frog things to give me missiles. Laser cannons at the top of the wall. They'll fire at you. Yeah, again, I'm sorry I won't be taking any more requests. I had one request for the next video that I'm going to do, and I plan on doing a specific year as a flashback episode, and the game they requested was that same year, so I was like, okay. And then I will do a random year. There's my super missile again. And we'll do a random year for the next 20 videos after that. Sorry if you're not a big fan of my flashback videos. I think they're informative and kind of a cool little history lesson. Yeah, they'll critique your performance at the end of a level as to how many enemies you destroyed, what your shooting percentage was. And we have these rock towers here, rock formations, and enemies are going to appear around. I've got invincibility on. I'm not going to make myself roll around all the time. There I got super missiles again. Yeah, we're not gonna play through the rest of the game. That would take too damn long. We'll just zip ahead to later parts. Sort of centipede type enemy. Boy, I'm tired all of a sudden. Get tired if I sit down in a chair for an extended amount of time. But again, I'm sorry, I'm using a new mic on a headset. We'll see if that works decently enough. Hope so. Looks like a Dr. Wily escape pod. And now here will be the last level of the game.
This is your last mission.
What?
Hurry up, they will run away.
Entry by the North
Goofy voice.
And destroy the nucleus. We trust in you.
Don't worry, baby.
We will have a look at the second player a little bit later on. He's kind of a fat guy dressed in blue. We'll look at him and his spaceship. But really, I think that's dumb that you can't alternate from a skateboarder and a spaceship throughout the game. You only play as a skateboarder at the beginning. There's that nucleus I've got to destroy, and it'll have various protectors flying about, including like a dragon. And there's that dragon. Just scoot forward and kill him here. There we go. That is Alligator Hunt by Gaelco in 1994. It blows up. Then we'll see the credits, the programmers' names in just a moment. And there's the likenesses of the programmers in alien bodies. Weird. But even with playing through the game, I couldn't get the high score. It's just exorbitant. But yeah, the way to even come close to getting on the, or at least getting on the high score list, period, shoot those point values as they descend to increase their value. And then of course you have to pick them up once they land on the ground. You have to fly over them or run your skateboarder over them. It is Alligator Hunt by Gaelco in 1994. Gaelco is a Spanish video game company. The end. Put in your initials. And like I was saying, let's look at the second player for just a little bit. We'll skip this part. This was me starting over again, but we'll go ahead. There's the second player on the right, skateboarder, and he's fat and he's got blue clothes on, blue skateboard, and he can do all the things that the other guy can. He can roll and he can shoot, and he can shoot missiles. I don't know that he's any better than the first player, and his ship is a different color from the first player. This is green. But that was Alligator Hunt by Gaelco in 1994. Suggested by Commander Kuhad, or just Kuhad. Well, this is Crazy Climb Radio. So thanks for watching Alligator Hunt, and a happy Easter to all of you. I'll see you next time with my 1000th video, and then a nice long special after that. Take it easy, folks. Bye-bye.